Beyond calories, the soil-food-gut connection. From farm to metabolism, how production methods transform nutritional value. PQNK, Picnic, Cultivating Sustainable Tomorrow Through Regenerative Agriculture. Introduction, Redefining Calories. Key content. Introduction to the concept that nutritional value extends far beyond calories. Preview of how soil health, food production methods, and gut health form an interconnected system. This presentation on Beyond Calories, the soil-food-gut connection. Today, we're going to challenge the conventional wisdom that a calorie is just a calorie. We'll explore how the nutritional value of our food extends far beyond simple calorie counts, and how three critical systems, soil health, food production methods, and gut biology, form an interconnected cycle that determines the true impact of food on our health. By the end of this presentation, you'll understand why how your food is grown may be just as important as what food you choose to eat. Not all calories are created equal. Comparison of 300 calories of chicken versus 300 calories of ice cream. Different metabolic effects, protein content, glycemic response, satiety, nutrient density. Introduction to the concept that source matters more than calorie count. Let's begin with a simple comparison. Here we have 300 calories of grilled chicken breast and 300 calories of ice cream. Despite containing identical energy values, these foods create dramatically different metabolic responses in your body. The chicken provides about 35 grams of protein that supports muscle repair and growth, causes minimal blood sugar fluctuation, and keeps you feeling full for hours. Your body actually burns more calories digesting protein than processing carbohydrates or fats, what nutritionists call the thermic effect of food. In contrast, the ice cream contains only about 4 grams of protein paired with significant amounts of sugar and fat. This combination causes a rapid spike in blood sugar followed by a crash that can trigger cravings and hunger. Ice cream has a low thermic effect and leaves you feeling hungry again soon after eating. This comparison illustrates an important principle: what matters most is not just the number of calories, but their source and quality. All the food is not energy. Analysis of an apple showing only 27% usable energy. Explanation of water content and indigestible components. Connection between nutrient density and usable energy. Note on 60% decline in nutrient density in modern foods. When we look at food more closely, we discover something surprising: most of what we eat isn't directly usable by our bodies. Take this apple, for example. While apples are considered nutritionally dense fruits, only about 27% of an apple's content is usable energy in the form of proteins, carbohydrates, fiber, and fats. The remaining 73% consists mostly of water and indigestible materials, what the body treats essentially as refuse. This usable portion depends heavily on the nutrients present in the soil where the apple was grown. A concerning U.S. study shows approximately a 60% decline in nutrient density in our food supply over recent decades. The fewer microbes in the soil, the less usable energy in our food. This is why soil health directly impacts the nutritional value of everything we eat, even when calorie counts remain the same. Production methods matter. Animal foods. How animals are raised affects nutrition. Comparison between conventional and free-range chicken. Nutritional differences, omega-3s, micronutrients. Environmental contaminant profiles. Metabolic health impacts. The way animals are raised profoundly affects their nutritional profile. Conventionally raised chicken from controlled environments typically contains lower levels of beneficial omega-3 fatty acids and higher levels of total fat compared to free-range chicken. While protein content may be similar, free-range chickens often provide more vitamins A and E, a more diverse micronutrient profile, and higher levels of antioxidants. Conventional chicken may contain antibiotic residues that can affect our gut microbiome, while the healthier fat profile in free-range chicken may benefit cardiovascular health and support a healthier inflammation response. This means that 300 calories of chicken isn't just 300 calories. The production method creates significant differences in how those calories impact your health. The chicken's diet and living conditions become part of your diet and, ultimately, your cells. Plants produce, rest of everything consume. Plants capture 90% of energy from atmosphere. Over 50% converted to exudates for soil microbes. Role of soil biota in recycling minerals. Role of gut microbes in converting plant material to energy. In the ecological chain, plants hold a unique position as primary producers. They capture over 90% of their energy directly from the atmosphere through photosynthesis, a capability that no other life form possesses. Remarkably, plants convert more than 50% of this captured energy into exudates, substances released through their roots into the soil to feed microbes. These soil organisms, collectively called biota, live on these exudates and in return extract and recycle minerals from the soil, making them available for plant uptake. This symbiotic relationship allows plants to produce food not just for themselves but for all other species. When we or other animals consume plants, our gut microbes convert these plant materials into usable energy for our cellular functions. This intricate connection between plants, soil microbes, and gut microbes forms the foundation of energy transfer through all living systems. Gut biology is dependent on soil biology. Impact of industrial agriculture on soil biology. Loss of nutrients in modern food. Connection between agrochemicals and nutrient deficiency. Microbes' role in transferring essential nutrients. The green revolution of industrial agriculture has fundamentally altered soil biology, resulting in a significant loss of nutrients in our food supply. Modern produce is often saturated with agrochemicals but lacking essential nourishment. This imbalance between chemical enrichment and true nutrient density has been linked to increasing rates of chronic illness and health problems. Microbes play a crucial role in transferring essential nutrients to plants, enabling the production of truly nutritious food. Healthy soil biology extracts minerals from the ground, facilitating optimal plant growth and the production of balanced, nutritious, and energy-dense food for humans and other species. Without reliance on agrochemicals, healthy plants can effectively absorb carbon dioxide and convert solar energy. The health of our gut microbiome is directly connected to the health of the soil microbiome, a connection largely ignored in conventional nutrition science focused solely on calories. Production methods matter. Plant foods. How plants are grown transforms their value. Industrial agriculture versus PQNK, the pristine organic farming. Phytonutrient density differences. Mineral content and bioavailability. Pesticide/herbicide residue considerations. Just as with animal products, how plants are grown dramatically transforms their nutritional value. Produce from industrial agriculture systems using agrochemicals typically contains lower levels of phytonutrients, decreased antioxidant capacity, and lower concentrations of certain vitamins compared to those grown in pristine organic systems. The mineral content in conventionally grown foods is often depleted due to soil degradation, while organically grown foods from biologically diverse soil systems contain higher mineral content and better mineral bioavailability. Foods from industrial systems may contain pesticide residues that potentially affect metabolism, while organically grown foods provide additional phytonutrients that support detoxification pathways and gut microbiome health. This means that 300 calories of conventionally grown vegetables and 300 calories of organically grown vegetables provide vastly different nutritional profiles and health outcomes, despite identical calorie counts. Microbes, plants, and soil, the foundation of life and health. The cycle of life, plants as producers, soil biota as converters. How industrial agriculture disrupts the natural balance. Threats to soil biota, agrochemicals, erosion, compaction. PQNK as a probiotic remedy for soil health. Microbes, plants, and soil form the foundational triad of life and health on our planet. The impact of industrial agriculture has harmed soil biology, contributing to rises in illness and health problems. Soil microbes are essential for transferring nutrients to plants, enabling the production of truly nutritious food. Plants, as the primary producers, capture over 90% of their energy from the atmosphere, with much of this energy feeding soil microbes that recycle minerals for plant uptake. Industrial agriculture is rapidly destroying soil biota through agrochemicals, soil erosion, aggressive plowing, compaction, and lack of protective cover. PQNK, Paedar Qudratti Nizam Kashatqari, the Pristine Organic Farming System, offers a probiotic remedy for soil health. This system focuses on restoring the balance of phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen, and potash in ways that support rather than destroy soil biology. Life thrives on the intricate balance of microbes, plants, and soil, and while industrial agriculture disrupts this balance, PQNK offers a sustainable solution. Making better food choices, practical applications. Guidelines for selecting nutrient-dense foods. How to identify foods from healthier production systems. Simple substitutions with significant impact. Understanding these connections allows us to make better food choices. First, prioritize foods from PQNK, the Pristine Organic Regenerative Farming Systems. When possible, these typically contain higher nutrient density per calorie. Look for locally grown PQNK produced from small-scale farmers who follow PQNK principles for soil health, and animal products from pasture-raised systems. Focus on dietary diversity to ensure exposure to a wide range of nutrients and plant compounds. Prepare foods in ways that preserve their nutritional integrity, sometimes raw, sometimes gently cooked. Consider growing some of your own food, even if just herbs on a windowsill, using PQNK methods. Remember that processed foods typically lose significant nutritional value regardless of their original source. And finally, understand that supporting PQNK, the Pristine Organic Regenerative Agriculture, through your food choices benefits not just your health but also planetary health by building rather than depleting soil carbon and biodiversity. Conclusion: the complete picture, redefining nutrition, from soil to cell. Summary of key connections between soil, food, and health. The importance of looking beyond calories to production methods. Call to action: supporting food systems that regenerate soil biology. Final thought: nutrition isn't just what's in your food, but how your food was grown. As we conclude, let's step back and appreciate the complete picture. Nutrition isn't simply about counting calories or even just knowing which foods to eat, it's about understanding the complex web of relationships between soil health, food production methods, and human health. When we choose foods grown in ways that support soil biology, we support our own biology. When we prioritize nutrient density over mere calories, we nourish rather than just feed our bodies. And when we recognize that gut health depends on soil health, we see our place in a much larger ecological system. The way forward is clear: we need to move beyond the calorie model of nutrition toward one that recognizes the vital connections between healthy soil, nutrient-dense food, and vibrant human health. By supporting food systems that regenerate rather than deplete soil biology, we can address many modern health challenges while simultaneously healing our planet. Remember, nutrition isn't just what's in your food, but how your food was grown. Thank you. PQNK, Picnic, Cultivating Sustainable Tomorrow Through Regenerative Agriculture.